What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's the holiday season, so you know it's that time of the year again. That means I got a special unboxing for you guys today. By now, you guys have already seen this shoe 10,000 times, but I've been sitting on it for a while and I figured, make some content. So here you go. Here's my take on this shoe. A lot of times I say today we have a special box, and this one is not special. It just kind of is. And the reason why I said that is because it's actually more fitting for the shoe than it is kind of special or unique or different. Okay, you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. As you can see, you have a gold Jumpman on the front. I think there's some more gold hits every place else. There's a gold 23 symbol right here on the side of the box. And that's pretty much it besides the gold hole, the pull hole for the box here. All right, you got it. Size tag reads Air Jordan 11 Retro, white, metallic, gold, and black. So the reason why this box is just kind of plain Jane's because on other Jordan 11 releases, we either had a pull-out box and some kind of sleeve that's over top of the box. Here we just have a flip open box, and that's pretty much it. I do like the white contrast on the bottom of the box. That's nice, but nothing too crazy. Now, I can't pretend to know all these languages. I do see some Spanish, some Portuguese, some French, Italian, German, of course, English, and some Asian languages, which part of me that sounds a little bit uncultured, but it's probably some Japanese here, as well as maybe some Chinese lettering. I think I see Greek there. It's a lot of languages that say thank you in them, okay? So once you have the lid open, you flip the box up and you turn it to its side. It does in fact say thank you on the inside in gold lettering. Now, this lettering always hurts my brain because you see it like this, it makes sense. Thank you, right? But when you turn it to the side, it looks like alien language lettering, and my brain just can't process it. It just does weird things to it. I actually don't like the lettering, but it does say thank you, thank you. And then of course we have the shoe. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm beyond pleased to present to you the Air Jordan 11 Gratitude. That's right, the Gratitude, the would-be DMP, but it's not the DMP. But then some outlets call it the DMP, but it's not the DMP. So let's talk about it first, all right? As you can see, we have a semi-translucent outsole that has this kind of yellowish color to it. It's not really yellow, it's more like a cream. Very nice, very good looking shoe. I actually do like the bottom of this. Of course, that's complemented by the black herringbone traction pattern, as well as the carbon fiber shank plate for lightness, stiffness, and rigidity. I do love that about the shoe. Very performance-oriented shoe with that carbon fiber in it. Of course, that's both on the forefoot and as well as on the heel. Hopefully the camera will pick this up, but also on the arch of the shoe, there is a Jumpman logo underneath the semi-translucent sole. Now, once you flip the shoe up, as you can see, that sole also bubbles around the outside, a staple of the Air Jordan 11. I just love this shoe. And of course, the Air Jordan 11 is most famous for its patent leather partial upper. As you can see, part of the upper is wrapped in its patent leather, which when this came out, I don't know if it was the first shoe to have patent leather on it, but it was a wild take, especially for a performance sneaker, and it really lit the world on fire. I mean, Tinker did his thing with this particular shoe. Not this one, but we'll talk more about the one he did do it on later. Of course, the one that separates this from that shoe that I'm gonna mention is this all leather upper. Now, this all leather upper is all new for this particular shoe. That's what makes this shoe different from the previous versions of it, including the DMP 11, which came out, I believe, sometime in 2006. So I don't have my research on me, but sometime back then. More on that later. You do have a nice, supple, kind of tumbled leather on the upper, which makes this shoe really stand out, and I like it a lot. It actually completes the kind of elegant upper class look that the Concord, yes, I know, I said I'm going to talk about it, did not have. Of course, that leather is on all the eye stays as well as on the tongue. Of course, on the tongue, I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick this up, but take my word for it, when it says in that alien language again, Jumpman Jordan. I'm going to try to zoom in here as much as I can, try to hold this kind of still so you guys can see, but trust and believe it says Jumpman Jordan with the gold Jumpman logo in between the two words. Of course, on the lateral side, you have a gold Jumpman logo, which is facing the right direction, the proper direction, I should say, on these shoes. You have a nice fat rope lace, again, synonymous with the Air Jordan 11. No additional rope laces. You shouldn't expect anything with the Air Jordan 11. Trust and believe. On the back of the tongue, you have a patch, and I think that's that greatest inspired patch. So the patch actually has different wording this time. It says quality basketball product created in gratitude by the greatest player ever. Pretty nice. And of course, thank you, and that alien lettering again. So as you can see on the back, 23 is actually gold plated, and it's kind of actually stuck on there. It actually has some kind of texture to it. I'm not sure what this is, but it's actually pretty nice. It's almost like a sticker or a raised sticker that's put on there. It's pretty cool. I know for sure the camera's not going to pick this up, but of course on the insole it is 23 in gold lettering. And like I said, that's pretty much it for the Jordan 11 Gratitude. Now, gratitude is obviously Jordan Brand's way of thanking us for spending tens of thousands of Jordan Brand's way of thanking us for supporting them and supporting the brand through all the years. And of course, they gave us this beautiful package as a thank you. That's gratitude for you. I mean, it's what it is. Now, of course, what I was wanting and what a lot of people were wanting was for this to be a true DMP. part of the Defining Moments pack. I'll go ahead and pull out the Air Jordan 6 DMP from, I believe, 2020. And as you can see, although two different silhouettes, they do have some similarities, or actually one major similarity, which is the gold accents. I'll move these here for right now. Of course, here is what these shoes should be based on. He won his first championship in 1991 wearing the black infrared 6 versus the Los Angeles Lakers. He started his second three-peat in 1996 wearing the Air Jordan 11 Concord versus the Seattle Supersonics. So as I mentioned, to commemorate that, they launched a pack, a two-pack in 2006, I believe. Don't quote me on that, I should know, but you can look it up on your own. They put these shoes and put gold accents on them to commemorate those victories. As you can see on the heel tab of this shoe, as well as the Jumpman logo on the front and on the side with the designs, there's gold accents where the infrared should be. And on the real DMP 11, where the Concord has ballistic mesh, the actual DMP also had the ballistic mesh. If I'm not mistaken, the actual DMP from 2006 also had the translucent blue or the icy outsole, just like the Concord 11 did. In addition, there was also gold accents. So in particular, the gold on the back, as well as the Jumpman, which is here, to replace the Concord Jumpman here. Then of course stands right out the Jumpman logos on the back. One is gold and one does have the Concord colorway. Another thing about the regular Concord is this was in fact a player exclusive version. This was a PE. So when MJ came back, remember, he had his 45 on the back because his actual jersey number had been retired. So the number 23 was unavailable. So they corrected that on this gratitude because of course the legend's now cement in stone and you have a gold 23 on the back of this one. And pretty much the only thing stopping this from being a true one-to-one DMP version of the Concord is the non-ballistic mesh upper, which does have leather again, as well as the blue outsole that's on this one is not on this one. In lieu of a DMP that we haven't had in almost 20 years, people are going to call this DMP, and I'm not particularly mad at them. I mean, it's part of the reason why I wanted the shoe. Because I mean, if we're being honest, there's no reason to have both of these shoes. I mean, my wife's going to look at me and say, hey, you bought the same shoe twice. And I can't really argue with her. In sneakerhead terms, maybe, but certainly not in practical terms. And that's pretty much all I have. Again, if you already have the Concord, you might be able to skip the gratitude, unless you're just a collector like I am, and you gotta have both. Now, if I'm being honest, I think they made 1 million pairs of these. I mean, quite literally, possibly, probably 1 million pairs of these. So they gave some away on exclusive access. There was a shock drop that came out a couple of weeks ago. And of course, the official release date is December 9th. Now, the one thing I don't like about this shoe is that this one is $230. I mean, this is the most expensive, I think, Jordan in between 1 and 14, I think, to release in quite some time, at least from the main brand, like a non-collab. I'm used to paying $225 for some shoes, $210 for some shoes, $200 for some shoes, but never $230. So Jordan brand, I don't know what y'all thinking. You're testing the waters to see if we're gonna pay the money. We will. I mean, we clearly will. But do us a solid and keep these prices on the low. I mean, I understand this is a special release, but $230s, that $5 extra just don't feel right. Don't seem right. Especially in an age where we're already going through semi-recession. I mean, that's tough. It's a tough sell. With all that being said, guys, I definitely appreciate you. This has been my take on the Air Jordan 11 gratitude / DMP, whatever you want to call it. Pretty cool. I like the whole thought process behind why they went with gold accents. But if you want to call it the DMP, fine. Do as you please. But so far, this has just been a thank you for supporting the brand for all these years. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this video to a close. Thank you guys for everything. Be sure to check out my giveaway video coming soon. And if you wouldn't mind, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment, do all that good stuff. Until the next one, I have been Jay Shoe Fanatic, and I'm out of here. That's smell. Oh, the original cut. There it absolutely is. I might like it better than the 2020 version. And I had to have it.